It's the USYSA National Finals from Lawrence, Indiana. Today, the Under-19 boys title is on the line. Who will bring home the James P. McGuire Cup for 2001? Will it be the experienced FC DELCO Black, the Region 1 champions from Eastern Pennsylvania? Or will it be the young and talented Region 4 champions from Northern California, the River City Rush? We'll find out the answer to this question right after we check the starting lineups. First, for FC DELCO Black on defense. Number 2, John Havrilla. Number 7, Eric Chapman, the central defenders. Number 8, Dan Zajac. And number 12, Jeff Park, your outside marking backs. In the midfield for FC DELCO, 2 defensive central midfielders. Number 10, Chris Wingert. And number 16, Ryan Kelly in Alan Metzger's 4-2-3-1 arrangement. Up top, the trailing forwards, number 6, Vicente Bastidas, number 14, Oliver Quia, number 15, Jerry White, and running up top all by himself, big number 9, Byron Carmichael. In the goalkeeper for FC DELCO Black, long on experience with 2 years of college goalkeeping under his belt, it's Terry McNeilis. For the River City Rush on defense, number 14, Alexis Marchua, number 16, Osvaldo Perez, the central defenders. Number 2, Mike Mattioli, the right marking back. Number 17, Jesus Torres, the left marking back. In the midfield, number 5, Marcos Mercado, and number 11, Joel Rodriguez, your central midfielders. Number 7, Eduardo Loza, and number 15, Steven Lopez, the flank midfielders. Up top, looking to score some goals today, it's number 3, Derek Thomas, and number 6, Julio Albaran for the Rush. And in the net, holding down the fort, it's going to be Brian Frazier. Well, there you have it, folks. The lineups are set. These two teams are taking the field. The James P. McGuire Cup is up for grabs. We'll send you out to the field now for the live play-by-play call from Jeff Elliott. And thanks for joining us here on ESVN, the Eastern Soccer Video Network. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Lawrence Park in Lawrence, Indiana. On the eastern outskirts of Indianapolis, it is the Snickers USYSA National Championships. This is the final, Under-19 boys, as these two teams march out onto the field. The combatants today, on the right-hand side of your screen, FC DELCO Black in the all-black kit. In the all-white today, it's going to be the River City Rush from Northern California. Two of the best teams in the land right in front of you. They're going to play for the J.P. McGuire Cup, the oldest contested youth cup in the United States. First contended for in 1935. 90 minutes of soccer action is going to determine which of these two teams heads home with the hardware. Now, just to set the scene for you, we've had a round-robin play. Each of the regional champions have played each other, and FC DELCO comes into this final with 2 wins and a tie under their belt. That tie coming against this very River City Rush side on Thursday, a 2-2 contest. River City Rush, on the other hand, coming in at 1-1-1. They lost their opener to Kansas City Athletics 2-0, came back and tied FC DELCO 2-2 in their second match, and then snuck by the Charlotte Blues 1-0 on a second half penalty kick, and that's what has them here. FC DELCO won their opener 2-0 over Charlotte, tied with River City, and then a 2-1 victory over the Kansas City Athletics. Now, one thing we can tell you, we believe that River City Rush will be short one player in Brent Hamilton, who received a red card in the third round-robin match, therefore ineligible to play today. But we can tell you that these two teams are going to put some entertaining soccer out there on the field for you. They both play a similar style. They like to knock it around, play possession soccer. It was a hard-fought game the other day. In fact, River City Rush went up 2-1 in that match, and it was a header from Byron Carmichael, and that is a correction to our call in that game 3 days ago. Byron Carmichael, in fact, got the equalizer for FC DELCO, not Ryan Kelly, as we initially called. It was Kelly whose header blasted off the post, deflected right back, and it came into Carmichael.
Let's go, Benzo!
FC DELCO on the move right off the opening tap here. And we're playing on field number 3 here at the Lawrence Soccer Complex. Some rains overnight have softened up some of the fields, and in fact, this field number 3 not in play to begin the match. Here's Jeff Park coming out of the back, taken down over there by Eduardo Loza. And now here comes River City up the right side looking for Derek Thomas. Little scrum in the middle here, played back through number 14. And I believe that's Alexis Marchua. Okay, we're going to have to get some adjusted shirts here. Here's Dan Zajac down the left side. Ball hops over his foot here. Some bad grass down here in the corner on field 3, but Zajac gets the line, serves it into the box, goes all the way across. Nobody can touch it, and the offside flag is up in the middle there. Chris Wingert up high for the header. Bastidas tries to get up. Cannot, an infraction right in the center circle. Kelly outright to Park. Jeff Park sends it forward looking for Carmichael. Carmichael in the corner. Tracked by Marchua. And then played out. And off FC DELCO for a goal kick. Ball played out on the far side there to Loza. Up through Mercado. Mercado just returns it. And now they'll try it again. Mercado just holding possession down the left flank. Finds Thomas. Thomas now looking to move up the field. Cuts it inside. Picked up there by number 17. That's Jesus Torres. Or I'm sorry, number 15 there. Stephen Lopez, I believe. In the middle of the field. Here's Kelly on the outside. Can he keep this ball alive? No. It does trickle over the touchline. And it's going to be a throw in for River City Rush. River City from the Sacramento, California area. Here's Zajac inside Bastidas. Now Quia serves it across. Looking for Wingert. Wingert able to get a foot on it, but a couple of white shirts right there. Now Quia. Quia comes out to the left. A slide tackle there. Nicely done. And now down the right flank looking for Thomas. Thomas keeps it alive in the corner. Sends it back here to number 11. And a head ball in on Terry McNeilis. And 11 is Joel Rodriguez. And now knocked down in the back there by Mercado. Comes out to the near side to Zajac. Chapman, Eric Chapman, that wears the number 7 for FC DELCO. Back through John Havrilla. And now Park down the right side. Park pushing forward, cuts it into Jerry White. He leaves it for Wingert. And FC DELCO is going to swing it around the backside here and see if Dan Zajac can find some running room. He does have some room down the left flank. I'll tell you, with the condition of the field over here, the left flank may not be the best option. Here's a long ball floated in. Bastidas and off his line real quickly. Brian Frazier, who had a marvelous game on Thursday against FC DELCO. Really kept them in the hunt. Thomas can't pick it up. And now Havrilla. Kelly, diagonal ball looking for White. White and Loza. Loza there, White's going to hound him. White has it now. And Loza deflects it out. It's a throw in for FC DELCO. A long throw-in comes inside, headed away initially. Now Quia steps up. Quia's going to load the left. Deflects down, another shot, and just over the bar from Quia. Quia had 2 cracks at that one. The deflection came right back to him. And now the ball sent forward through Osvaldo Perez. I believe, if I'm miscalling this, we'll get some help from the California fans, we hope. But according to the program, number 16 is Perez. And he's probably playing in place of Brent Hamilton, who's unable to go today, as we mentioned at the top of the video cast here. White down the right side, loses it over the touchline. And now a throw in for River City. Thomas nudges this one outside, but Park right there. He dumps it out, but picked up by Mercado. Mercado comes across the field. Chapman with the header. Now Rodriguez. And here's a shot, a low roller there. Not too much on that one from Albaran. And McNeilis, no trouble handling that one. Yeah, he's going to punt this one out. The drop kick. Long service, looking for Carmichael. Carmichael can't quite get the head on it. Instead, that was Marchua playing the ball, and it's out over the far touchline to FC DELCO. Park floats one ahead, looking for Carmichael. Carmichael tries to sneak through 2 players there, but sandwiched between Mercado and the other defender, he loses control. And now Thomas gets it out top and dumps it back to Jesus Torres. Torres up the left side, now finds Thomas inside. Had an outside run there, but FC DELCO alertly picked it off, and now here's White on the move. White, a long service across. Did not get the hook on it. Carmichael open in the middle of the field, but White unable to hook that one across. And now here comes River City. Played out wide by Marchua. And now Rodriguez. Joel Rodriguez brings it across. Here's Ryan Kelly sending it to the near side. Zajac has to hustle to save that one, but he gets there. And now Zajac cuts it inside the rough sail in there. Bastidas. Wingert continues the ball across the field. Park doesn't see a lane through. So FC DELCO just drops it back. And now it's out here to Zajac again. Zajac goes inside to Quia. Quia has it hop up on him, so he slips it inside looking for Kelly. There's Rodriguez, though, but it comes out to Wingert. Wingert rips from Hart. Wingert! Chris Wingert! A 35-yard bullet beats Frazier low to his left. And FC DELCO in the 9th minute through Chris Wingert, and I guess in some sense he's paid back Marcos Mercado. Mercado hit from about the same distance on Thursday against FC DELCO. But nonetheless, FC DELCO, as they did on Thursday, up on top here by a 1-0 count. Long ball into the box, picked off by McNeilis.
Pick it up now, pick it up.
And his outlet punt deep. Carmichael's going to track this down. Knocked down initially, but then there was White with a take. Surging forward, that one just wide of the goal. But it deflects off of River City. It's going to be a corner kick opportunity for FC DELCO. We'll see if they choose to play it to Kelly. Kelly hangs out on the deep side of this. Wingert sometimes will play it all the way across looking for Kelly. And he has had some opportunities. In fact, that's what started the second goal and tying goal for FC DELCO against River City. Here it is, long across, way beyond Kelly though, and he's not even going to be able to save this one. Well, as River City gathers this one in and sends it back to restart, let's talk a little bit about the James P. McGuire Cup. It's been played annually since 1935, with the exception of 3 years during World War II when not only soccer but lots of things were shut down to support the war effort. And in the early years, a lot of Eastern teams took the McGuire Cup home with them. And in fact, if you go way, way back, Lighthouse of Philadelphia, which is where FC DELCO hails from, took home a number of trophies, the last time being 1967 for Lighthouse. And then it wasn't until last year, the year 2000, that Pennsylvania was able to bring the McGuire Cup back home. And it was through this very same FC DELCO club. Interestingly, if you look at the results over the years, a remarkable run starting in about 1958. Well, you even go back to 1956 through 1983. About 85% of the, here's a rip from Zajac, just wide. And that from 56 to 83, basically a 27-year span, the McGuire Cup went back to St. Louis about 20 times out of those 27. An amazing run for the Heartland with the McGuire Cup. More recently, it's been spread around a little bit, though. And as we said, FC DELCO, the current holders of the McGuire Cup, River City, in their first trip to the national finals, would like to take it home to California. Here's Carmichael, who tries to get a flick on it. Frazier was out cutting off the angle, but a little bit dicey there for River City. And now Quia hustles forward, trying to play this one. This one floats out to the near side, up high for the header. And now played out of the back by Mattioli. Kelly just drops it deep for Havrilla. Now Chapman comes to the left side looking for Quia. Cut off by Mattioli, though. And a throw in for Dan Zajac. For this particular FC DELCO team, it is the third trip to the National Final Four. They came as under 16s, then again last year as 18s, and now here as 19s. So they're hoping third time will be a charm for them. And River City, as we mentioned, a lot of these young fellows just headed off to college this year, as we believe. A number of them going to Sacramento State. So the Sacramento State program is certainly going to benefit from an influx of high-quality soccer players. No doubt about that. Kelly drops it back to Havrilla. Now the pressure comes, so Havrilla just goes out to Park on the right side. Pressuring up top, Julio Albaran. Jerry White down the right side, holds on now. They're going to say that one trickled out over the byline before White could save it. Wow, that was close. But FC DELCO is certainly carrying a lot of the play here in the early going. We're just about, we're in the 14th minute here. FC DELCO up on top through Chris Wingert. And we do have the benefit of a scoreboard, and now a substitution for River City up top. Into the match is number 10, Patrick Nelly. And Albaran will step aside for the remainder of this half. Nelly, one of the goal scorers, 2 goal scorers for River City on Thursday, took a long through ball and just outran the FC DELCO defense and then beat goalkeeper Terry McNeilis low on the one-on-one, and he's the guy that put River City up on top there for a while at the 2-1 margin. Rodriguez plays it out wide. Mercado. Park gets a foot on it though, and now Loza chases it down at the midfield line. Perez sends it forward. Here's Nelly on the move, but McNeilis alertly out off his line. And FC DELCO is going to have to keep their eye on Nelly. He's got a lot of pace to his game. Kelly swings it across to Park. Thomas disrupts, but Park retains possession. Then Wingert has to send it all the way back to Chapman as FC DELCO restarts. Zajac on the near side. Chapman, here comes the pressure from Nelly, so Chapman's going to go long looking for Quia. Quia gathers it in. Now here's the double team from River City. Quia deflects it. No, he did not deflect it. I thought maybe it was off Mattioli. It was not. And picked up by Perez. Perez floats one. This one over the head of Thomas, but Nelly's going to gather it in, and now quickly Havrilla retreats. Nelly on the move, and Zajac hustles back to help out. Waite just dumps it into space. Nelly on the move, but Park heard him coming. And now Waite, double team, gets turned around, flips it inside, and Brian Kelly, a lot of operating room on the near side here, but he slows it down looking for Carmichael and is well over his head. And Kelly might have been better advised to just take the space that was afforded him there. The game of soccer all about decision making, and easy for us to call from our vantage point. Mercado out of the back. Tracked by Bastidas. Mercado stays with it, but they're going to say he knocked down Bastidas, and now it's a quick restart here for FC DELCO. Wingert puts an outside of the right on it, wanted to get it to White. Nothing doing, and now they're going to drop it back through Perez. Rodriguez. And Kelly steps into the midfield to pick it up. Wingert slides it out to Quia. Quia retains position, floats one into Bastidas just over his head. Bastidas had the inside run, had nice position. He got inside of Torres over there, but Quia a little strong on his service. And River City brings it out of the back. Rodriguez drops it. Torres. Rodriguez outside looking for Thomas. Park touches it up a little bit now. Here's Nelly. Nelly's going to try to gain the line. Here comes the double team. Park in there helping out. Nelly fights back. And now White, who had retreated all the way back, finds Park, and Park slides up the line to Wingert. Wingert launches this one. Nobody home except Brian Frazier all the way down in the box, but he plays it with his feet, and look out. Carmichael almost had a play on that. But Perez alertly hustled after that one to keep it alive for the rush. Here's the run from Quia down the left side. He's wide open. If Quia can gather this one in, look out. Oh, and he stumbles over the ball. I think he was trying to figure out how he was going to shoot that one before he trapped it. And River City dodged a bullet right there. White leaves it for Park. Park tries to come inside, nobody home. And now Perez. Rodriguez. And Jerry White picks it off in the middle of the field. Misses Bastidas though. And River City is going to look for Nelly. Good defense by Chapman, so Kelly tries to get it outside. Cannot get it over Mattioli to Quia, and River City retains possession in midfield here. Mercado.
Come on, DELCO!
And Zajac can't connect with Bastidas. Here's Nelly. He's got the run from Thomas, clearing out some space. Comes across. Here's Rodriguez sneaking up. Now he plays it out to Lopez. Loza tries to poke this one in, but it deflected away. And now here's a shot from distance. McNeilis just goes down hard to his right. That was outside the post. but McNeilis wanted to keep that one from running over the touchline, so he made the save. The long punt looking for Carmichael. Perez heads it, and it slips right back to Frazier. Perez maybe got a little bit more on that one than he wanted to, at least when it was going backwards. Lucky he didn't fool Frazier on that one, but Thomas now sends it ahead for Nelly, and Nelly was momentarily offsides. The flag up on the near side. "20 minutes have passed. FC DELCO up on top, 1-0 here. McNeilis comes to the near side. Bit of a breeze here now, kicking up in the late afternoon here. It's pretty much coming in our face. May favor FC DELCO just a bit on the vector, but certainly not a gale force wind by any stretch of the imagination, but almost a refreshing breeze here on this very hot, muggy afternoon, July 29th. River City pushes it forward. Kelly steps in there, leaves it for Quia. Quia looking to serve, floats one ahead, but too far for Carmichael. And now Torres. Carmichael tracks Thomas, so he just scoots over to the left to get away from the pressure. Now Nelly. Nelly trying to pick it up. Nelly cuts it back, double teamed. Still Nelly, and Chapman, though, gets a foot on it. Knocked down by Lotza. White, however, gains control for FC DELCO, and now he floats it ahead. This one nodded back, and look out, here's Quia. Quia is in alone. Quia just goes to the left. Frazier gets a hand on it just as Quia was ready to shoot. It's going to be a corner kick for FC DELCO. Holy cow, that was close.
Oh my God. I knew that was it.
Chris Wingert will step up to take this one. Frazier just able to get out and get a hand on that one, and now you see John Havrilla getting up into the box from his defensive position. And Wingert. The hand goes up. Here's the service. An in-swinger right into the near post, headed up and out initially by River City, but FC DELCO gets the second touch and gains possession now. Bastidas tries the other side. Kelly gets the header down. Here's Frazier off his line and quickly puts it back in play. A lot of black shirts surging forward there, but Frazier got there ahead of the wave. And now down the right side, Carmichael working on Marchua. Marchua just nudges it out. And Carmichael looking for some runs coming out of the back. Here comes Quia now approaching the ball. That's a good run from Quia. Thomas sniffed it out though, and now Marchua sends it forward into the middle of the field, but hustling ahead there was Havrilla. Unfortunately, his angle made the header come to the near side here, and just white shirts there to cover it up. Mattioli. Torres. Now Thomas. Kelly breaks it down. Comes to the near side, and Quia. Quia back to Wingert. Wingert over top of Kelly to Park. Park now trying to pick his way forward, able to do so. Park deceptively fast. And River City will have to be careful not to let him get loose with speed. Torres. Now Thomas. Torres brings it out of the back, and now down the left flank. McNeilis headed out, and he gets the foot on that one right in front of, is that Ricardo Rodriguez into the match? And now a substitution here for River City. Number 2, Mattioli, is going to step off defensively. Bartlome is into the match. I missed that substitution. My apologies. And just now into the match, Mike Cassidy. So Coach Marcos Mercado using his bench liberally here in the first half. As we've passed the halfway mark, Carmichael knocks it down initially. Cassidy now has to retreat here. And Perez puts it up to Mercado. Mercado splits the defense. Ricardo Rodriguez there with the ball. He is into the match. And Kelly tracks him. Rodriguez working under a double team here. White comes in to help out. Rodriguez is going to have to play the ball back. Lotza now checking his options. Comes inside to Bartlome. But Bartlome gets turned around, so he has to come to the near side of Marchua. Marchua has a look from distance, but well off the mark, closer to the corner flag than the frame on that one. And it's going to be a goal kick for FC DELCO. McNeil is set to launch this one, gets a lot of foot underneath. And Losa up behind White though, gets the first header. Park brings it down on his chest. Look out, dangerous, left it in the middle there. Nelly almost able to pick it up, but instead it comes back into the box and McNeil slides it out to Zajac on the near side. Zajac with some room, brings it up even with the bottom of the center circle, now drops to Chapman. Bastidas. And Havrilla picks this one off. Havrilla comes long, and nobody up top there for FC DELCO. As we see Dan Massimini up and ready to come in for the black of FC DELCO. Long ball, through ball doesn't work, but Bastidas and Quia couldn't decide who wanted to get that one and left it for River City. Torres gets turned around by White. White almost picked it off. Now Torres up to Bartlome, and now Nelly's going to get a run at it, but Chapman quickly across. Nelly intercepts his first touch though. Now Bartlome and Nelly will try to work something out. Bartlome leaves the ball behind, and Kelly's going to bring it out.
Let's do something here, DELCO.
Quia back to Kelly. And Kelly sees the run from Jerry White down the right side. White is going after Loza. White's going to get there. Can he keep it alive? Yes, and it deflects out off Jerry White. Throw in for River City. So FC DELCO playing a little bit of long ball. They were able to get Quia loose. And if it hadn't been for a great reflex hands stab by Frazier, Quia might have slotted home a second goal for FC DELCO, but we remain at 1-0 here in the 28th minute. And now here is Massimini into the match, replacing Oliver Quia. So Massimini will take up station in the middle of the field. Bastidas will slide out to the left. And here's Cassidy. And they're going to try to play it up the right side. A nice slide tackle there by Mercado. Keeps the ball alive for River City. Mercado trying to work down into the box. Gets the double team. Slots one into the middle. Wingert nods it down, and Kelly floats this one ahead into the space. And nobody there, so River City will just reset and bring it back up. Torres. And FC DELCO allowing River City to play it out of the back without pressure. Havrilla, a challenge from behind on Bartlome. And River City brings it up the right side. Torres goes back, cross court if you will, but this one is going to be gathered in by Park at the backside. Hits White, floats up into the box, and then Nelly tries to get involved and does so. Nelly gets through, but there's Chapman to play it away. And FC DELCO doesn't really seem to be much interested in gaining possession in the middle of the field here.
Thank you, Ryan.
Kelly just floats it out.
Come on, let's win
And River City really carrying a lot of the play here since the FC DELCO goal. Ball swinging out right, kept alive by Cassidy. Right down to the line to Ricardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez sends it back. And now here's Kelly, but quickly forward is Perez to keep it alive. Back to Perez. And now pressured by Carmichael. Little cat and mouse game going on here between these two teams. Diagonal ball. Nelly got the head on it, but now Park brings it out on the right side. So it seems that FC DELCO a little bit more content to work the counterattack angle here. Here's a ball into the middle. Massimini can't quite gather it in. Played back. Frazier's going to have to use his foot and does so well. Drilling that one out of the box under heavy pressure from Dan Massimini. And now River City back up the field again. Rodriguez outside for Nelly. Havrilla, though, slips it aside and out over the far touchline. And here's a substitution now. Byron Carmichael will step aside in the 32nd minute, I should say. Number 13, Scott Rodemer into the match. And Jerry White will take up station as the front runner for FC DELCO. Rodemer, who has a goal in this tournament. Opened the scoring ledger in this tournament against Charlotte for FC DELCO. Here's a rip from outside. No problem for McNeilis. And he elects to roll this one out to the near side to Zajac.
Oh, Kenny.
Zajac trying to work it up the flank. Bartlom a little too aggressive getting involved there, though. And it's going to be a restart for FC DELCO. Kelly faked a pass back and then took the space in the middle of the field, sends it out wide for Park, who's going to come out of the back. Quickly, Rodriguez over to cut him off. Nicely done over there, and Rodriguez, some space to operate here. Torres out of the back, stripped though. And now Massimini, a lot of room in the middle of the field here. Swings it across to Bastidas. Bastidas cuts it inside, goes across to Wingert. Wingert slides it forward to White. White is going to try to face the goal and then sends a rocket high over the bar. White probably has more shots than anybody on the FC DELCO team throughout this tournament, but his accuracy a little suspect so far. Mercado at the midfield line, knocked down by Wingert. Wingert steps ahead now, waits for some runs, and brings it on the outside here to Bastidas. White calling for it at his feet, but too much traffic behind him. Bastidas alertly drops it back through Zajac. And now they swing it all the way across the field to the far side and Jeff Park. Wingert will leave it for Havrilla. Now Chapman lays it in front of Dan Zajac. He has to hustle to keep it alive and then loses it out over the touchline. Bartlom knocks it down, leaves it for Mercado. Bartlom gives one away to Kelly in the middle of the field, and Kelly will just drop it back to Zajac. Kelly under pressure there from Rodriguez, slides it wide. Wingert hustles back and drops it to Havrilla for possession. Chapman through to Kelly, and now it comes outside to Zajac. Low ball into White. He's going to leave that for Bastidas right here at the near touchline. Back to Zajac, and now FC DELCO cranking up the possession game a little bit here. It is awfully hot. These players need to rest on occasion, and this is one way to get it done, just to knock the ball around. Now Kelly leaves it for Zajac, who's got some space to come forward. Here's Zajac slotting it for White. White has help on the outside from Bastidas. He cuts it inside. There's a rip, and this one whistles just 6 inches over the bar. White got a lot of that one. and had an idea. He had Fraser beaten, I believe, but just a little high. And we stay at 1-0. Chris Wingert in the 9th minute for FC Delco from distance, about 35 yards. And that's all the scoring. Now substitution here, number 6, Vicente Bastidas steps aside for FC Delco, and Ken Holliday, the number 4 shirt, steps in for FC Delco. He's a forward, and he's going to get a touch on the ball right here, I think. Holliday down to the line. Drops it back, looking for Rodemer. It was deflected off a River City player, and it's going to be a throw-in for FC Delco. They drop it back to Park. Park's going to get a service into the box here. Massimini coming across. It's too far, though, and out over the byline. I think the wind might have carried that one a little bit.
Yeah, this is perfect.
And
of course, if there's the breeze and the clouds, it's not there, right? Lose the breeze right now.
River City restarts up the left side.
That's a rain cloud.
Torres in for Mercado.
No.
Ricardo Rodriguez tries to bring it forward, broken down by Havrilla. Now Kelly, surrounded by white shirts, loses control. And River City picks it up at midfield here.
Come on, guys, you gotta win the ball.
FC Delco taking great pains to keep a lot of players on the defensive side of the ball. Here comes Wingert now. He's got the outside run from Holliday. White picks it up in the middle of the field. He's got Rodemer on the right, but instead he's going to come back across looking for Holliday. A good idea if Holliday can get there. Looks like he will. He brings it under control. Mattioli on defense. Holliday drops it all the way back to Kelly. He's got Wingert there. Wingert steps forward, slides it out to the right. White tries to hit it, can't control. Now here's Rodemer. Rodemer swings it down the right side. He's got a couple shirts to beat. He's there. Can he cross it? There it is, sliding across, and Perez cuts it off and knocks it out. And that, the first good offensive foray for FC Delco in quite some time here in this first half. Wingert now floats one near side for Massimini, just back to get the chest on it. Sends it back across, deflected down, and White could not get a foot on it. Wow, that was close. That one deflected. It was spinning wildly. Thomas now knocks it down in the middle of the field. Nelly up top, can't get possession. Zajac right there. Nelly's going to hound him, but Zajac unloads to Rodemer on the far side. Rodemer skips past Loza and now slots it ahead for White. White on the diagonal out of the middle. Marked there by Marchua. And coming out, they say, an infraction on Jerry White of FC Delco. And here comes Thomas. Holliday trying to make something happen up top as we are in the 39th minute of this 45-minute first half. Park back. Nelly is going to get control. Park and Havrilla are going to double team, and there's Havrilla to sweep it away. Bartlome in to help out now, and look out, Bartlome stripped over there by Park, and he comes up the right side looking for White. White lost his footing over there as he was trying to cut back and get into that one. Marchua stayed up and came away with that one. And now look out, here's some room. Bartlome slips it inside, and Nelly really just kind of lost his footing and stumbled forward there. Kelly outside to Massimini, who dropped it in for Zajac. A clever little slip step there. Now Massimini gets control out here one-on-one. Massimini in trouble here with the double team, needs some help, and loses control. And they're going to say he was tugged from behind before that one slipped out. Kelly comes inside to Wingert. Wingert forward to White. Now Rodemer on the right side. Rodemer sees a lot of white shirts, tries to cut it back on Lotza, but sort of obstructed himself from getting to that ball after he nudged it forward. And now Bartlome at the bottom of the center circle. Park picks it up on the right side. So interesting, the ebb and flow of the game. FC Delco came out hot early on, had a lot of the play, picked up the goal, and then they sort of retreated into a bit of a shell, and for about 15 minutes, River City was really carrying the play here. Now FC Delco seems to have picked up a little bit of the momentum here. And they're trying to get it forward to Rodemer. Lotza gets in the way, drops it back to Frazier, who came out of his cage to pick that one up. And now here's Cassidy. Cassidy in the middle to Ricardo Rodriguez. Rodriguez not tightly marked in the middle of the field. That seems to be the strategy for FC Delco. They'll give away a certain amount of space, then they'll try to tighten it up. Holiday got in there, deflected the ball down, and Kelly picks it up. Kelly goes long. Here's White on the move. He's past the defense. Can White pick it up? He one-touches it across the goal mouth. Nobody there on the weak side, though, so Frazier easily cleaned that one up. Thomas with a run from midfield here, gains about 25 yards, then gets turned around and has to leave it for Torres. And now good defense from Zajac. Massimini controls back to Zajac, and he's going to take it across the middle. And FC Delco works it out of the back. Park now on the right side through Wingert.
Go, Jeffrey.
He sends it inside to Rodemer. Rodemer had it hop up on him, so he's going to come all the way back to Havrilla. And FC Delco is going to take it across the back and now up through the middle to Kelly. Just good composure in the backside by FC Delco. And here's the ball slipped ahead, and the flag is up. Dan Massimini offsides on the near touchline.
Looking so good.
Substitution now, I believe, on the far side for FC Delco. Looks like it's going to be Brian McNeilis, twin brother of goalkeeper Terry McNeilis. And Jerry White will take a breather. The McNeilis twins, who play at Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, actually have 2 years of college experience on the right now. I'm sorry, White has gone back. Park has come out. It's Jerry White has dropped back into defense. And now here's McNeilis. He's loose, but Frazier's going to come all the way out of his net. A nice read by Brian Frazier, because McNeilis was in clean. And with fresh legs, McNeilis had an idea, but Frazier alert on that play. Wingert picks it up in the middle of the field to Kelly. And now Holiday leaves it out wide to the near side for Zajac. Zajac tries Chapman. Nelly drops off, and so Chapman goes all the way wide to Jerry White on the right defensive side. He comes forward looking for Rodemer. Losa all over Rodemer, and our near side flag, the far side flag went up as the whistle blew for that infraction. Inside 2 minutes remaining on our big scoreboard clock here. Of course, that is unofficial. Official time being kept on the field. And here's Chris Wingert to set it back in motion for FC Delco. An in-swinger into the box. Kelly up for the header, but right at Frazier. And Frazier lobs it forward to Thomas, and now here comes River City on the counterattack. Quickly hustling back is Rodemer to help out, and now Wingert breaks it down in midfield. And White has some space down the right side coming out of his defensive position. He comes across looking for Massimini. Cassidy heads it up and gives it to Massimini, almost as good as a pass. And then Massimini dribbles right into the feet of Cassidy, and he comes away with it. Here's Wingert powering forward. Massimini gets control on the near side, cuts it back, and leaves it for Wingert. And he just heels it back to Kelly, who tries to come inside to Wingert a little too strong. And now here's Nelly on the move. Zajac cuts him off, though, right near the center circle, and White takes it outside. And McNeilis had not retreated. The offside trap, catching McNeilis on that one, on the through ball from Rodemer. Frazier well out of his net to restart this one. And Jerry White goes up and gets the head on it. Havrilla gets the next touch. And now Kenny Holiday picks it up, sees Massimini alone, and now FC DELCO is going to work it out of the back. But there is the whistle, ending our first 45 minutes of play. The number 1 and 2 teams in the United States at under 19 boys have wrapped up 45 minutes here. We're going to take it to the break. I'm Jeff Elliott. This is ESVN, the Eastern Soccer Video Network. Your score at halftime, FC DELCO from Eastern Pennsylvania 1, the River City Rush from Northern California, no score. Stay tuned. We'll be back for second half action. Welcome back, soccer fans. We're about to get underway here. Second half action. Under 19 boys youth soccer national finals. The J.P. McGuire Cup in the balance. And you see the referees headed to the center circle. FC DELCO with a little huddle there on the left side.
Yeah, that's true.
45 minutes of action left in this one to determine who will be able to call themselves the national champion for 2001. Right now, FC DELCO up on top, 1-0. It came from Chris Wingert in the 9th minute of this match from 35 yards, if you just joined us. And that's all the scoring in this one. This game every bit as entertaining and tightly contested as we expected it to be. As we mentioned, these two teams met just 3 days ago. Got nothing resolved at that time. It was 2-2 in that final. And in fact, this is very similar. FC DELCO took a 1-0 lead at, actually, River City picked up 2 quick goals right near the end of the first half to take a 2-1 lead into the halftime. But here's Drew Conroy starting the second half for FC DELCO. Conroy off the bench here to get things going on the second half. Kenny Holiday stays in up top. Oliver Quia back in on the left side. So Coach Alan Metzger resting a couple of players here in this hot, humid afternoon. See if we can pick up any changes for you for River City. And a long ball from Chapman out in front of the FC DELCO bench. Throw in for River City. This one comes in to Joel Rodriguez, and he drops it back. Conroy pressuring up top.
Come on.
If Drew Conroy looks familiar to you fans, well, that's because he's on the cover of this year's Snickers Youth Soccer National Tournament booklet. Picture snapped last year at Nationals down in Florida. Makes its way to the cover. Who will be there next year? Well, neither of these, well, certainly nobody from FC DELCO will be back to find out. They're all moving on. Under 19, of course, the end of the road at USYSA. Here's a ball into the box. Kelly comes over his head. We do notice one change for River City, a change of goalkeepers. That's going to be Matt McDougall in the net in the second half for Coach Marcos Mercado. Winger drops it back. Nelly sniping around, and Havrilla hustles back. Nelly gets it down. Here's Nelly. This time he can't beat McNeilis. He leaves it for Joel Rodriguez, and this one slips off Rodriguez's foot and out over the byline. It's going to be a goal kick, and just like that, River City with a golden opportunity to knot this one. And FC DELCO, for the most part, really only give stuff up when they mess up in the back. I mean, we've seen it a few times. They don't do it often, but boy, when they do it, It has cost them on occasion. Marchua now trying to bring it out of the back. Down the right side here with some space. Sliding across there is Chapman against Ricardo Rodriguez. He nods it outside. And River City brings it in. Joel Rodriguez sends it forward. River City pushes it inside. Lopez. And now Kelly gets in the way and just sends it out on the near side. FC DELCO looking to right the ship here a little bit. Under some early pressure from River City. Mercado comes inside. Wingert. And now Holiday gets in there. Conroy steps across, but a foul behind the play there. And it's going to be a restart opportunity now as the breeze kicks up a little bit. And it has moved off. Feels like it's coming a little bit more from the right side here, so that'll favor River City in the second half. Rodriguez trying to push it forward.
Good job, Daniel.
FC DELCO pushes it out, but right back in, and Rodriguez unloads way off the mark. And that was Ricardo Rodriguez on the shot. May be able to see our scoreboard clock there in your picture. It is counting the time upward to the end of the match, as is the international style. Holiday up high to get ahead on that, but Conroy couldn't get forward for it. Now here's Park out of the back. Bastidas around the right side. Mercado double team now by Bastidas and Conroy. Mercado just takes it down to the corner flag and picked off there by Conroy. Gains the line, still Conroy into the box. Bastidas knocks it down. Conroy nudges it across. No black shirts there though. And now Wingert steps forward. Wingert in a crowd, floats it up, still controls, has Conroy, that's out. Conroy with a shot, goes high over the bar. Conroy had the far post if he wanted it, but he went up high. And McDougall did not have to make a play on that one, but a golden opportunity there for FC DELCO. As Wingert and Conroy some fresh legs into the match here for FC DELCO, and he's working hard up top. But now here's Nelly, and he is so dangerous. Look at the speed there as Nelly turns it around the corner.
That guy in the middle, 15's wide open.
River City brings it in. FC DELCO just backing in here. They're letting the River City get all the way up to practically to the D without contesting the ball much. And that's a strategy that might wind up backfiring on them here. Little too early to pack it in. Conroy now, and hammered from behind by Mercado. And Conroy is down. Quickly restarted. Bastidas into the box. Conroy up behind the play now. Still Bastidas. Now he's double teamed, so he's going to drop it back to Park coming out of the back. Park has to turn on the jets here, and then Park taken down by Ricardo Rodriguez. Bastidas inside to Wingert. To Conroy. Conroy tries to get it through to Kelly. And then Conroy a slide tackle, and this one is going to draw a yellow card from our referee, I believe. Yes, it is. And down hard went Alexis Marchua. He's still down. And they're going to call for a trainer or a coach to come out and take a look.
Never down low.
And Marchua holding that left shin. And oh boy, Marchua is not moving too well here, and they're going to have to take him off. It looks like he's a player River City doesn't want to lose in the backside, but he is definitely in some pain. So it looks. Let's see who they're going to bring in for Marchua. Now they don't have to bring in anybody if they don't want to. They can take him off to the side, see if he can work it out and get back in, and looks like maybe that's what they're going to do, play short for a little while and see if Marchua can work it out.
If he's not replaced. Exactly.
So at least for a few moments here, River City is going to play a man short, I believe. This long ball into the box. McNeilis slides out to his right side and plays it with his feet.
Let's go, River City!
Let's go, Black, let's go!
Come on, guys, lots of pressure.
And right now I see only 9 field players.
Good job, Drew. Good
That's, of course, what it should be. And a goalkeeper, that's 10. All of a sudden I was thinking, Jesus, River City 2 men short, but of course they're not. And now Quia steps forward to try to challenge. Kelly knocks it down in the back. He's going to try Quia out on the left side. Quia working on Bartolome. And there's a shot from Quia just over the bar. Let's see if it was touched by McDougal. The referee signals that it was. It's going to the corner. Yeah, it was Bartolome out there on Quia. And we see Eric Chapman slipping up forward there. Chapman picked up a header goal against Kansas City. Wingert put it back in play here. An outswinger. There's Chapman with a header on the near side. And boy, Chapman got a full rip at that one. That bullet whistled just outside the near post. And our referee calls for that ball to be restarted here. And okay, let's see here. Losa into the match. So I guess Marchua is not going to be able to continue. Eduardo Loza steps in to pick up the slack for River City. And now Conroy breaks it down but loses control to Bartolome, and Kelly gets in there and knocks it well off the field, and it's going to be a throw in for River City. Here's Kelly pushing forward. He's got Conroy out to his left. Kelly gets inside and then taken down, and that's going to be a card of some color. Let's see. It's probably a yellow here for Losa. Kelly was not going in on goal there. Otherwise, that could have been a red for Losa. He's going to have to be careful now, though, because he's got 1 yellow under his number. So Kelly was just getting ready to make his move. Losa, a tackle from behind, and draws the yellow card. River City holding the 18 here, going to try to give McDougal a good look at this ball and some operating space if FC Delco tries to float this one in. Wingert and Bastidas looking at the restart options here. Wingert, who takes most of the restarts for FC Delco, looks like he has this one set up. And Kelly on the move. Kelly inside, there's the header. He goes up high to the far post, and McDougal stayed right with it. Nice save by Matt McDougal as Wingert put it right on Kelly's head in a well-conceived restart there by FC Delco. This ball comes back through Mercado. Remember, Brent Hamilton unable to go today due to a red card for River City. He had himself a heck of a game on Thursday against FC Delco, and Coach Marcos Mercado having to make some adjustments in his lineup. But River City certainly playing very, very well here today. Bartolome slips it inside. Kelly, look out. Here's Havrilla. This one comes to Nelly, and finally poked away by Havrilla. Now comes out to Holiday. Holiday under pressure. Hits the referee, unfortunately for him. And now a diagonal ball is just going to come floating into the box. McNeilis hustles out. He's going to bring it back into the box and pick it up as Nelly comes charging forward. McNeilis gets the foot to it. Long up top. Conroy on the move. Mercado right there, and so is Mattioli. And now they come forward. Ricardo Rodriguez inside to his brother Joel. And now Osvaldo Perez. Loza picked off by Holiday, but then The favor returned by Joel Rodriguez. And now River City comes forward. Kelly defending against Rodriguez. And Rodriguez loses it out over the far touchline. And a throw-in coming for FC DELCO. Down the line, well over the head of Quia. And let's see here, what's the call? Now an infraction on the right at the midfield line. Zajac sets it up. Zajac puts the left foot to it. Mattioli gets the head on it, but now Park comes outside looking for Bastidas, but off the mark on that one-time attempt. Park probably could have brought that one down. He had plenty of space, but he tried a one-timer, and that one slipped out the near side touchline. Mattioli on the near side as River City cleverly works the ball out of the back here. Perez, lots of time here as the FC DELCO squad pulls back, and now Quia intercepts down the left side. Bartolome with him. Now Kelly had a run on the outside from Bastidas, but picked off.
Come on.
Kelly knocks it aside, but no forward pressure out of FC DELCO. Now Holiday and Conroy step in. They poke it forward. Ricardo Rodriguez had some room, but instead he wanted to go forward, and the flag was up. The flag up on the far side. And I guess Nelly was off as Ricardo Rodriguez went to serve that one forward, even though it never came to him. The attempt was made, and hence the call. McNeilis sends it across. Big Ken Holiday gets the head on it. Conroy can't get that one. Mercado does. And this one goes out to the far side and deflects off Holiday. It's going to be a throw-in for River City. Well, we just hit the 1 hour mark into this match. Still, our 1-0 score from the first half holds. And the throw-in now comes into Mercado on the defensive side of the center circle. Quia gets a foot in there, comes to Holiday. He drops it back for Park, and Park left the ball behind there, slides it across to Kelly, and now deep to Chapman. The ball gets out left to Zajac, and now Quia up on the offensive half of the field. Defended over there by Albaran. And it's out off of River City, throw-in for FC DELCO. Quia now on Albaran. Quia with the left foot gets around. Here's the service into the box. It's deep. Bastidas knocks it down. There's the shot, and it deflects off McDougal. A full chance there for Kenny Holiday, I believe it was. And Holiday got a good rip at it, but McDougal got a leg out and deflected that one away. And now River City brings it up the right side. Mattioli and Joel Rodriguez working on 1-2. Joel Rodriguez a little strong though. This one drifts out over the touchline right at the River City bench to the left of our midfield stripe, and Dan Zajac will put it back in play for FC DELCO. Quia working on Albaran. Still Quia. No, they're going to say Quia pulled him down. And a restart here for River City. Holiday gets in the way, and now Wingert comes out of the back. Wingert comes down the right side. Bastidas has some space momentarily. Quickly, Mattioli closes, overruns the ball. Bastidas cuts it back. There's a curling shot outside the left post. Bastidas got the left foot to it. He cut it back under the rush from Mattioli, bought himself some space as he cut into the middle, and then unloaded, but just wide to the left. Mattioli on the near side. Holiday. Holiday showing a little bit of life here, pressuring forward a little bit for FC DELCO. Park steps inside. Wingert goes outside to Kelly. There's the outside run from Zajac. Zajac launched as soon as he saw Wingert got that ball. He was a pass ahead mentally. Comes forward still with control. Tries to get it inside to Conroy, but knocked aside there by Losa. And now Kelly contests, but here comes River City. Park immediately contests with Bartolome, and Park is going to come out. But Bartolome hustles back though. And now Bastidas, a nice little slip move for Park. Park's going to try the right side, and he was taken down hard there by Mercado. And it doesn't look like this one's going to be a card. But Mercado gets the little whoa signal from the referee saying, next time I'm probably going to have to book you, as Park went sprawling. Wingert to put this one back in play here. And a substitution, number 17 for the Black, Drew Conroy, will step aside, and it looks like Byron Carmichael will come back in. Conroy gave Coach Alan Metzger 15 strong minutes here at the beginning of the second half. And now Carmichael, who started the match for FC DELCO, comes back in up top. Wingert sets it up, an in-swinger across, it's down on the ground. McDougall's out of the net, but a crowd in front. Chapman hits it, and right into the breadbasket of McDougall as River City covered up the line with a lot of white shirts. And McDougall's outlet picked up here by Nelly. And Nelly still with control finally. Boy, I'll tell you, is that guy dangerous. Now the ball sent across, but Chapman heads it out. There's a volley attempt from Joel Rodriguez high over the bar. Terry McNeilis puts it back in play for FC DELCO. Holiday up high, can't get it, but Carmichael right there. Mercado on his back. Carmichael got a second head on it, but now FC DELCO gathers it in. Park has it pop up on him. Comes to Holiday. Holiday cuts it back. Still going backwards, so Park tries to get it past Nelly. He can't. Then he deflects it right back to Holiday, and Holiday is going to hold possession through traffic, and now drops it to Chapman for some relief. Zajac up the left side quickly. Ricardo Rodriguez across. Quia picks it up. Quia sees the run from Bastidas on the near side. Bastidas gets a foot on it. Cannot keep it alive. About a foot too strong there by Quia. And here's the throw in down the line. Looking for Joel Rodriguez. Holiday right on him. Ball forward to Nelly. He heads it, but McNeilis is going to come out and play this one with his feet. Bartolome steps forward, so McNeilis picks it up. Drop kick goes out to the left. Quia lets it bounce once under heavy pressure, retains possession, and then just goes deep to Zajac. Here comes Nelly for the pressure, so Zajac unloads down and into the box where McDougall, 15 yards off his line, just rolls it out to the near side, and Eduardo Loza. Well, FC DELCO's strategy of a sagging defense holding up so far, but here comes River City. Ricardo Rodriguez lays it out wide. Albaran drops it back. And now Kelly puts it forward for Quia. Can Quia get there? No, he can't. Mercado, a great play to knock that one down. Otherwise, it was 2-on-1 going the other way. But Wingert pokes it aside now, and Mercado has to regroup near the center circle for River City.
Nobody in the
Come on, work hard!
Nobody
Go after the ball!
Come on. Oh, God. No.
Ball comes all the way across. Bastidas is going to pick it up. He's got Carmichael up at the midfield line. Carmichael hauls it in. Leaves it for Wingert, who's under pressure. Here's the run from Carmichael. He is open. Here comes Mattioli to close the gap. Carmichael gets inside. Here's Carmichael slotting it across. Way too strong. Nobody on the weak side but Quia quickly across to pick it up. Working on Albaran. Drops back for Kelly, and he's got Wingert in the middle of the field. Wingert loses control there as Nelly had retreated. And now here's the ball down the flank. Look at Nelly on the move. He's got Chapman easily. Chapman slide tackles, but Nelly's still in possession. Here's the run on the far side from Bartolome, but Havrilla knocks it out over the byline. Wow, what a counterattack there from River City, and I got to tell you, I think Patrick Nelly may be the fastest guy in the tournament. He blew right past Eric Chapman, who's no slouch. And that was a great opportunity still in play here for River City. Quite frankly, they're going to get a corner kick here. Ball comes inside. Winger pops it up, and now Quia gets a foot to it. Comes all the way back here to number 18, and I'm not sure who that is. Ball goes deep through Mattioli.
Good call.
I'm sorry, that's number 16, Osvaldo Perez. Deep on defense. And now the substitution, Ken Holliday steps aside. And I believe it's going to be Jerry White back into the match. So Alan Metzger has his starting front three back in with some fresh legs here. And Carmichael signals for the ball, gets a head on it, but knocked down by Torres. Now Torres moving forward with some speed here. Sends it inside to Rodriguez. Here's Thomas with some open space, but Zajac closes it down. Now Quia coming in to help out on the double. Quia can't get it though. And River City still with possession in the offensive third here. Here's a shot from distance by Joel Rodriguez, high over the bar though. Inside 20 minutes left in this contest. The goal from Chris Wingert in the 9th minute still stands. FC DELCO up on top, 1-0 here. Jerry White trying to line this one up, takes it off the chest. White tries to slide it forward for Bastidas, picks up his own mistake, and now finds Carmichael. Carmichael stumbling, falls, gets off a shot, but it was just a weak one, and McDougal scoops it up. Carmichael stumbling backwards, still somehow able to keep control of that ball, but when he went to shoot, he just was off balance too much and couldn't get much on that one. Ball forward for Rodriguez, Chapman right there, and then Rodriguez trips up Chapman inadvertently, but a foul nonetheless. And it's a restart here. Havrilla comes across. Back to Chapman, and now outside to Zajac. Bastidas one time forward for Quia, missed the mark, but it came right back to Bastidas. Now Quia controls, leaves it for Wingert at the center circle. Park coming up out of the back, looks for White. White cuts it back inside, into traffic, and White taken down there by Loza. And it's going to be a restart opportunity here from about 23, 24 yards, maybe a little bit further out for FC DELCO. Last time they had a restart, they found the head of Ryan Kelly and nearly worked some magic, but FC DELCO not committing players forward here. 4 defenders standing back at the midfield circle. And now Wingert. Look from the backside run from Kelly here. And there it is. Kelly could not get the head on this one. Still in play though. Bart LeMay and Kelly going at it. And let's see, that went out over the byline. It's going to be a goal kick. Well, no, an infraction, I guess. Restart here for River City. Bastidas and Quia working in traffic. Still Quia comes outside here to White. White knocks it down. Doesn't have a run to the right side, so he'll have to do it himself. White turns on the Jets. Here comes Perez. Still White stays with the ball. Now the double team. White in the corner and gets a deflection for a throw-in for FC DELCO. White drops it back to Jeff Park. Park is looking to serve. Now he's looking to dribble through traffic, and there's the slide tackle from Torres. He's going to take it to the corner flag, see if he can deflect it off Park. Instead, he comes down the line. Nice move there for possession, and Joel Rodriguez brings it out through Thomas for the River City Rush. Kelly, a quick turn, and now here's White. White's going to go in alone. White's going to go in alone. He slots it down to the right of McDougall. A kick save on that one. A brilliant save by McDougall, knocked out by Torres. Here's a throw in. Carmichael gets the head on it, and to the back post. McDougall just scooped that one up. Wow, FC DELCO, 2 full chances there in the last 60 seconds. Last 30 seconds, really. This ball slips off ahead and goes deep to Terry McNeilis in the goal for FC DELCO. Nelly presses forward, so now McNeilis picks it up. The drop kick from McNeilis, well over the midfield line, and Carmichael coming hard to the ball. And they're going to say Carmichael fouled from behind. The near side flag had it. I don't know if they restarted that ball, though. If they did, it was awfully quick. Quia on the move now. He's going to try to get... Nope, he cuts it back. Kelly slips it over here to Wingert in the center circle. And now comes out to White on the near side. Immediately challenged by Torres. And they say it deflects off White. I'm sorry, that was Loza that knocked it out. Here's Thomas on the move. Nelly is through. There's the shot and high. The long service found a slot in the FC DELCO defense. Nelly, as he is known to do on occasion, got through, but he was pretty deep on the angle there. Didn't have much to shoot at, and he went high over the bar on the dead run.
Let's go, Mark.
And a substitution for FC DELCO, Dan Massimini into the match, replacing Vicente Bastidas. And this one comes out. Quia and Joel Rodriguez going at it. River City retains possession, but now Massimini leaves it for Wingert, and now the long outlet. White down the right side. White on the move again, cuts it into the middle this time. Carmichael's there. McDougall, another great save right in front of Byron Carmichael. Well, McDougall has been up to the task, and here's Nelly on the move. But Havrilla comes up and slides forward, and the flag is up as Carmichael was offsides when that ball was struck by Havrilla on the backside. And it's going to be a restart out here, about 30 yards out from the River City goal mouth. Substitution now for River City. Mike Cassidy into the match on the right side. Quia marking him. Cassidy getting a touch right off the bat here. Joel Rodriguez sends it forward. Ricardo Rodriguez, now they're going to try the right side. Chapman retreating though. Chapman puts the left foot to it, and this one curls out over the far touchline. Throw in for River City. As the clock ticks on here, we're in the 78th minute. That ball deflected out by Zajac. Corner kick opportunity now for River City. Thomas with a low ball inside. This one comes knocked down by Winger, and then Quia tried to launch it forward for Carmichael. Instead, just left it for River City, but then the return shot well off the mark, and it's going to be a goal kick for FC DELCO. McNeilis, the long outlet. Lotza gets up for that one. Bartolome is going to try to track it down. He can't quite get there, though. And Jeff Park slides ahead to put this one back in play with a throw in here. Comes down the line for White, but Lotza, and they're going to say White grabbed him from behind. Lotza a little bit quicker to the ball there. Ricardo Rodriguez drops to his brother Joel. Now they work it up through the middle. Torres out wide. Cassidy now at the midfield stripe. Thomas in front of the River City bench. And again, FC DELCO really giving away a lot of the midfield. Now the long ball forward, looking for the run from Quia. Perez hustling back, and he turns it aside. A handball on Quia, and the referee in the middle did have it. Quia had the hand out and knocked it down. Here comes Thomas down the right side, cuts it into the middle now. Across for Joel Rodriguez. Joel Rodriguez diagonally. Zajac can't handle it. Hustling out to the right side to try to keep it alive was number 17, Jesus Torres, but unable to do so, and FC DELCO throws it in. Quia drops it inside for Wingert. Wingert sees the run on the outside from White, puts it outside of him. White's going to track it to the near side, can't keep it alive. And Wingert runs his hands through his hair, knowing he missed an opportunity there. And now here's a substitution for FC DELCO. Number 14, Oliver Quia, steps off. Number 13, Scott Rodemer into the match. Inside 10 minutes remaining in this one. Torres goes to the far side. Joel Rodriguez. Thomas now at the midfield line. Thomas scooting down the right side. Rodemer tracks back, so Thomas just turns it around. And now they bring it into the middle. Ricardo Rodriguez cuts it back. There's Kelly to interpose. Wingert helps out. And then they say Wingert was taken down, so it's going to be a restart here for FC DELCO. And McNeilis coming out to restart this one. About 30 yards off his line here. McNeilis steps back to put the foot to this one, and he gets a lot on it. Right up the middle, though, Mercado right there to head it down. And Nelly and Bartolome. Here's Nelly on the move. Boy, you don't ever want to give him a chance to get the engine cranked up. Massimini working in there. Gets a deflection, but it's going to be picked up by Perez. And now Rodriguez. Inside, a little flick here to Nelly, but pounded out, and now Carmichael 1-on-4 at the other end. Mercado gets in the way and gets a foot on this one and floats it out of harm's way. And Wingert has White way on the outside right, and he puts it behind him again, does Wingert. White wanted that one in front of him. Well, and you know, odd as it may seem, I mean, FC DELCO just did not have it in their game plan to put forward pressure on River City. They continue to stick to that game plan, and quite frankly, it's worked for them. River City gets down to about the 25-yard line, and then they just can't seem to generate much more. There's a lot of bodies in the way. Thomas coming down, but you know, how long can they keep River City at bay? That's the question. We saw the FC DELCO under-16 team take a 1-0 lead till just 2 minutes from time earlier today. And then they yielded a tying goal. And look out, here's an opportunity now for River City, but Kelly gets the foot to it, and now Carmichael down the left side. Mercado comes across, Carmichael on the move. Carmichael, can he get it past? No, they're going to say Carmichael an infraction as Mercado went down. Tough to see from our angle, but that's the call by the referee, who had a good look at it as Carmichael was trying to gain the corner there. 3 FC DELCO teams in national finals today.
Don't foul him, don't foul him.
And boy, FC DELCO getting a little sloppy in her own box right here. Torres knocks it down, and now comes out to Joel Rodriguez, and River City resets. Cassidy coming forward now, working on Rodemer. Inside to Joel Rodriguez. Look out, here's Torres with a look. But Winger cuts it down, and now Park comes to the right side, and this one is going to get over the touchline before Carmichael can get there. As we said, 3 FC DELCO teams in this tournament playing in national finals. The under-15 team, a winner in double overtime today to pick up the very first ever under-15 national championship. The under-16 team fell 2-1 in overtime to the Chicago Sockers. And right here, the under-19 team clinging to a 1-0 lead over River City Rush from Northern California. Here's the long ball forward again. McDougal is going to gather this one in. And Rodriguez lays it back to the center circle. Thomas, a lot of room, coming forward with pace. Now the defense collapses. Bartolome drops it back for Rodriguez, Joel Rodriguez. And Joel Rodriguez comes forward now, Torres. Torres hounded inside there, look out. Into the box is Nelly. Nelly cuts it back and well wide. Tough play there for Nelly. He was really facing away from the goal, tried to turn it all the way around 180 degrees. Tough to do and get a shot on goal, and he was unsuccessful there. McNeilis gets the foot to this one. Carmichael gets ahead on it, comes to the near side. Losa under some pressure from White, so he just drops it to McDougal. Carmichael's going to pressure. McDougal slides it out to the right, and Mercado. Marcos Mercado coming up the field. The pace of this game slowed down a bit. It is awfully hot despite the breeze taking some of the edge off. Here's Thomas in the middle of the field. A sliding attempt by White. Nothing doing. And now Thomas out to the left side. Pulls it back across, but didn't get anything on it. And McNeilis scoops it up. FC DELCO playing with just one forward this whole game. Now here comes Massimini in behind the play. Points to the right side for Carmichael. And Carmichael's going to take it down to the corner flag. Still 3 minutes left in this match. Carmichael knocked down right at the corner. And it's going to be effectively a corner kick here for FC DELCO. We'll see if they try to salt away these last 3 minutes at the corner flag. A little long to do that. They'll probably take an opportunity to send this one into the box, but they're not going to commit too many players forward here, I don't think.
Come on, Dan. Yeah, Marvin.
And Massimini just leaves it for Carmichael, so he'll hold for the double team. Try to knock it away for possession. Massimini serves it back to White. White floats it into the box. McDougal right there giving it to the goalkeeper, and River City is going to get a chance to get it back up the field. I don't think what Coach Metzger may have wanted in that situation, but
I don't know what I want to do. I just want to get off.
Zajac contesting on the backside. Now Rodemer steps in to help out. Cassidy gets involved, and it's out off River City. Throw in for FC Delco. We approach the 2-minute remaining mark. There it is. And here's a throw in down the line, looking for Massimini. Right there was Perez, but it's out off Perez, and so FC Delco gains about 35 yards on the exchange there. And they're going to leave it for Zajac. Zajac drops this one into space. Long outlet. And Chapman gets a solid head on it. He didn't want to give Nelly any chance to play that when he saw Nelly sagging to try to play the trap. Wingert deflects it, and now Nelly might get a chance, but there's Chapman to send it away.
Injury time, I think, when that kid got injured.
Rodemer floats it down the left side, out over the touchline. It's going to be another throw-in for Cassidy. Now getting to be desperation time here for River City. They need a goal to equalize here.
Tie him up, Scotty. Tie him up, Scotty.
And FC Delco just hoping to keep possession, and they do down at this end. They deflected that one off of Cassidy. They're going to take it down to the corner. Carmichael is going to try to get it to the corner flag. He cannot. And now River City Rush brings it up the field. Here's one through to Nelly. And Havrilla right on him. Nelly double team now. Gets the line and out over the byline. A goal kick for FC Delco. Perhaps the last foray for River City. If FC Delco can get it up the field and get some possession, they could lock this one up. Just 15 seconds on the scoreboard clock here. FC Delco clinging to the 1-0 lead. Here it comes to the near side. Jerry White gets the foot on it, keeps it alive, deflects it off Loza. And now White sends it down to the corner flag. Byron Carmichael down deep and fouled right there. As we are in extra time. Carmichael and White standing together. They'll probably take it right to the corner flag as soon as they put it in play. Yes, they do. And there's the double team in the corner. And it's going to go to the 6-yard line, they say. And we'll keep our eye on the man in the middle. He's checking his watch. Probably within a minute remaining in this one. The long outlet comes deep. Chapman up for the header. Rodriguez sends it forward. Nelly gets a touch, but Zajac floats it out to midfield. Loza takes it down. And now Thomas works it in the middle of the field to Cassidy. He's going to launch one goalward. Havrilla with a header floats this one to the near side. Look out. Bartolome and Joel Rodriguez picks it up. Rodriguez looking for a lane. Comes out to the middle of the field. Perez has come forward now. And Dan Massimini strips it down and gets fouled. And FC Delco gets a restart here. McNeilis coming up out of the box to restart this one. Chapman says no. Stay back there. And I believe the coaching staff wants McNeilis back in the net. Don't want to do anything foolish at this point. Chapman launches it long. This one goes all the way to McDougal. His outlet punt. Chested down by Rodriguez. Wingard contests. Kelly contests, and now Massimini slides it outside to Rodemer. Rodemer down the left side. And there's the whistle! FC Delco! The Under-19 national champions! The J.P. McGuire Cup not only goes home to Eastern Pennsylvania, it stays there in possession of FC Delco. The second consecutive year, third time a charm for this FC Delco squad. As the goal from Chris Ringert in the 9th minute stands tall. River City Rush, the Northern California champions, really gave it everything they had. They had a lot of possession in this game, but the FC Delco defense absolutely rock solid, and The Eastern Pennsylvania champions retain the J.P. McGuire Cup. As we watch the celebration out in the middle of the field, I want to take this opportunity to thank my camera person, Nancy Shilcock. I'm Jeff Elliott with ESVN, the Eastern Soccer Video Network. I want to thank you for joining us here in Lawrence Park, Indiana, or at the Lawrence Park Soccer Complex in Lawrence, Indiana. The Under-19 National Championship has been decided. The final today, FC DELCO 1, River City Rush, no score. Thanks for joining us here. See you around the pitch. Give us a couple of weeks.
And now on to the 2001 Boys Snickers. I should be able to do this without reading this, but I get nervous. Snickers U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. Winner of the James P. McGuire Cup, representing Region 1 from a neighboring state of mine, State Association of Eastern Pennsylvania, FC DELCO Black. Joe Robb, the Cup Committee Chair, will be presenting the awards this evening. And Coach Metzger, if you would come forward and introduce your players and coaches.
I guess while these guys are coming up to the podium, I'll thank the people who need to be thanked. I would, as a first-year coach for these guys, and really having no idea what the heck I was doing and how much paperwork was involved, I think Jeff Elliott and Nancy Shilcock really helped me out. So I'd like to thank them. I'd like to thank all the parents for their continued support, and it hits home how, you know, the feeling of family you guys have on the sideline, at dinner, at the bar. You know, it's really been fun with coaching your children. We'll bring up the captains first. Maybe the man of the tournament, goalkeeper Terry McNeilis. He's been an adult since under 15. The other captain, Eric Chapman. One of the original Rats, John Havrilla. Person I've known for a long time and is really close to me, Connor Shilcock Elliott. One of the other Rats, Dan Massimini. The undisputed king of the Rats, Drew Conroy. The big guy, Brian McNeilis. Vicente Bastidas. Jeff Park. George Kenneth Big Daddy Holiday. Scott Scooty Rodemer. Dan Zajac. Jeremiah White. He came from Liberia and he was sent by God, Oliver Quia. Chris Winger. The guy who scored, I think, 24 goals in the last two regionals, Byron Carmichael. Mr. Relaxed Ryan Kelly. And the assistant coach who never gets enough credit, Vince Kelly.
Young men could just stay here for just a couple of moments. First, I'd like to bring up the Fair Play Award, M&M Morris sponsorship manager, Dave Chadwell. Or Gordon James, as the case may be.
The Fair Play Award winner is not here, but it's from Region 2 KC Athletics.
And now I'd like to bring up Trent Tokus from Adidas, who will present the Golden Glove and the Golden Boot Award.
Just want to thank both teams involved. DELCO, you guys are obviously an unbelievable club. I mean, I think you could rename this to the Snickers DELCO Cup, as many national championships as this club will win. It's really unbelievable. Congratulations to River City as well. Great team. Saw them play at Region 4 as well. They were really a good team, and I've heard a lot of good things, and it's a great club, so congratulations. I just want to give out a couple awards. We bring this down from what we do at the World Cup down to the youth level. First of all, the most valuable goalkeeper from DELCO, Terrence McNeil. And the Golden Boot Award, also from DELCO, Vincent Pastidas.
Coach, here's the plaque representing the 2001 National Championship Award. Thank you. And now, for what you probably all want to hold and get some pictures. I'm not lifting it. Please be careful. Go right ahead, enjoy your moment, and congratulations again for a well-played, well-fought game.
Oh, my back muscles are. You guys got about 2 seconds. Yeah, you're gonna make it spin. Why don't you have that boot with you? Where's down? Yeah, let's go down right.
Manny, just put your head down. Thank you.
Okay, I'm done. Whenever.
Wait, guys, stay quiet. We're not done.
Hold the camera down.
You guys gotta give me a little space. Oh, you better.
Oh, wait. The Shilcock LA camera coming in the middle.
Wow, you're
Heads
wasted.
Dan, you're waiting.
I think this is it. Okay, all right.
Everybody slide back a little bit. Yeah, slide.
Yeah, everyone take 5 steps back. He's taking a picture. Step back. Everyone back.
There's Gene. Get him in there. Force your parent.
Tom.
You guys ready?
I think she
Everybody smile.
Get in there.
How do you take that picture, Connor?
Wait for Mr. McMahon.
Tommy socks. Right.
There it is.
Yeah, that's not.
Hold
on. Watch out. Hold up. I need one more.
Rodriguez, though, but it comes out to Wingert. Wingert rips from Hart. Wingert assists Wingert! A 35-yard bullet beats Frazier low to his left. And FC DELCO in the 9th minute.
We can be them forever and ever. We can be heroes just for one day.
You're gonna do a toast thing? We got a little toast thing going on here, so just.
All right, hold the pizza.
Give that to me. Empty?
All right, we're ready for the cameras. Hold on, all right, camera.
Hold on, we
I'll just take
still need some parents to be done.
Where's Sumas, Maney, and Nancy? What? Where's
Clark? I'm standing right there.
Where's
I'm gonna move the land.
Hey Jim, have you seen my Nancy? You know where she is?
Kevin, tell them all to come down.
He's doing stuff, so. Two pushers! I didn't even know the beer. I'm gonna drink myself.
Alright, I got a couple things to say. I'm kind of speaking for all the 18 guys here. They picked me because I can talk a little bit. Alright,
Drew, we can't get your picture, honey, because the light's in the way.
Just bend down.
come on, fruity ass. You just be fruity
All
ass.
right.
Are you talking because you're the poster boy?
That's right, yay!
Alright, I guess I speak for all 18 guys here. I really appreciate all the parents. I've been here since we were 15, I guess. There's 7 of us, but the parents have been absolutely unbelievable over the years. You know, you've done everything. We've had all of our meals, all of our practices. Everything's been absolutely great. You can always rely on the parents. You know, threw us a good party tonight, right?
They're not yours!
Alright,
I'm running out of mine fast.
second, I'd like to, I guess I'd like to thank our coaches. You guys have been absolutely great this whole year. Been to everything. We've been there. It's been, I guess at 19 years old, it's kind of different. You know, you go to practice, you would have more fun than anything. You know, it's kind of like your boys are out there, so they're out there with their coaches, just having fun. The practices have been absolutely just fun and comedy and kind of laid back, and we happened to win a national championship, right? A little laid back. I don't know how many people know this, but over the past 3 years, 2 to 3 years, right, Matt? You've been with us? Every tournament, every scrimmage, every winter league game, everything like this. Even we're undefeated with Mesker. We made it do something right, you know.
Something right.
That's we're also, I guess, obviously we're the best team in the country right now. Went through regions, we beat all the best teams, Potomac, Braddock Road, all them guys. Beat all the best teams in nationals. We're 18 greatest players right here, you know. You guys are also great guys, man, you know. It's cool, it's also cool to, you know, win with like your best friends, you know.
You're not bad either, Drew.
It's also, you know, it's a good thing, you know. You didn't win it with a bunch of just absolute studs. Soccer players, we won it with just 18 good guys. It's been great, you know, guys have been here forever. Guys have been, just got here this year. You added exactly what we needed, personality-wise, you know, a bunch of goofballs, you know, we got everything here.
It's better being called a rat.
So I think every tournament we've ever been to, every game, every practice we've been to over the years has been just absolutely more fun than anything ever. I can honestly say that half you guys, no, not half, all you guys lined up at my wedding.
By the way, Mom and Dad, next week.
I think you better get the hook.
As a whole, let's all put it up. through our age group from 15 to 19. We've been to nationals 3 times. I'm gonna stutter here a little bit. Right? And we have to win it at 19, go out with a bang. So and one more thing.
The peaches are getting cold now.
We have to give it up because there's someone in this room who is not part of our team at all, but has happened to support us over 3 national championships. Mr. Smith. So.
What was debatable?
You two are terrible right now.
There's no beer in that cup. Why don't we put beer in the cup?
Quiet. On behalf of the team, the parents went out and got cards for all of us. We're not even gonna lie, the parents got them. So we can give them to the coaches.
You were busy.
Yeah. For my dad, you know, I really appreciate you coming back and helping us out this year. I know a lot of kids might not want their dads out, but I realize, you know, how valuable your information is and how helpful you are to the team.
We're going to give this to Coach Metzger. We really appreciate him taking control of our team throughout the past year. No one really expected everything to be as controlled and organized as it was. We were constantly hearing from him throughout the year, and we really appreciate what he did for us. And he is the only coach that guided this team to a national championship. Finally, we have a card and a gift here for the Chillicothe Elites. We really appreciate everything they've done for us. They've kept us on track with everything, and as a team, without them, we'd kind of be all sorts of discombobulated. Thank you very much.
I'm on the edge, on the edge.
Should have played my game.
Watch and learn. Watch and learn. You watch and learn. Who does that?
Yeah, let me get on this.
Yeah, Williams. I'll ask you first if you want to play, but if you don't want to play, I'll play. You're a physical artist. I'll play your question.
Get it on correct. First was a disappointment. He was disgraced to the mass media name. Look at him putting his beers into the empty case. Look at him.
Why would you not throw that age?
Go ahead, Daddy.
I don't think I've ever.
That would be our trainer.
That's garbage.
Damn, I should have screwed him. I thought Jerry was asshole.
Jerry is asshole.
Jerry's asshole.
Anybody go? Clears it.
Who's president? Terry. Who's president? Terry's president. Terry has no beer though.
There's no way anybody's touching this. I'm not trying. We're gonna go down the bar soon. Get like pitchers. Bring up.
Connor has.
I'll be an idea.
No, Connor can drive.
Hey, tell them.
I'm a national champion. Champion. Suck my balls.
What is WIN stand for?
What I noticed.
You guys, I
don't need it. Smart. One shot. Wait, she wants me to marry before you are.
I don't know where Vin Kelly is. Vin Kelly should be here right now.
What's right?
Vin Kelly or Rod Kelly? Vin.
Both.
Drew, this one. Where's the rest of them? Yeah, Driven. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Come here. Man, don't fuck you. Let me have a sip.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Let's let me some.
Yeah, let's touch him.
Hey, Connor.
In the middle.
Connor.
Mr. Champ.
Hey, who are you talking to, Smooth? Hey. Steve Sanchez. You're the Steve Sanchez.
Bruce Arena.
Wolfgang Shuckles or whatever his name is.
Wolfgang, how are you doing that? Yes.
Hey, Wolfgang, I don't want to play. You suck. I tell him all the time.
Hey,
Chat. I've had enough talking to you. I'm done. I don't want to play. That's on camera. You heard it, Wolfgang. Oh, Matt.
Who you calling? Zajac, who you calling?
What's happening, man? By the way, we are champions. National champions. Where are you at? Because we're real dirty. We dirty everybody here. That's it. Thank you.
You with that like hand jerk.
I'm not here.
All right, how'd it go? Get out of my face.
No, chill. Just say it. Go ahead.
All right. So I shoot it. All right. I make it. Miss Kel's like, "Are you on the basketball team?" I was like, first team all league. I was.
True that.
And then I make the next one. She's like,
I want you.
and then she's like, "Can I get on my knees?" Hey, Mosh, you want your... No. Hey, Mosh, you want your third beer yet? Yeah, Matt's gear out of control.
Easy.
Nah. She got on her knees, and I told her the 3, and I banged it. No, I'm joking. Don't put that on camera. No, she told me, she's like, you play basketball? Hey, Molly. Mrs. Kell came by and said to stop by her room. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Very serious. Let's walk. Alright, hold on.
Yeah, there's no one there.
I'll fight your bitch ass.
We'll try. I want to feel this. Come on, Connor.
We got the Mozzie cam. Let's do it.
I'll stay out here.
What'd you say?
Yeah, your mom busting you going in the fridge?
That's bullshit.
What will you do?
That's bullshit.
What would you do?
That's bullshit. I'd pull a Diet Coke and be like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know.
Let's get busy. 25. Grab a real. Whoa. Grab a real. Yo, look at the camera. Let's get busy. Say. Yo, it's Eugene. Let him grab it. Grab it. Be like, let's get busy. Say. Look at the camera. Yo, come on there. Let's get busy. You're wild as hell, dude.